Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth looking at a beautiful weekend. 55 to 60, sunshine, just great fall-like hoodie weather. The whole thing looks like fantastic weather. Could you see a passing shower at a certain point? Maybe. I wouldn't rule that out, but overall, looks like a great weekend to get out there and enjoy the fall weather. And I love how the good weather has been going deeper and deeper into the fall. I mean, we're almost the end of October, and it's been unbelievable. Hopefully you get out to enjoy it. I'll tell you what I am enjoying. A new show on Netflix. Now, apparently this is something that ran on TV from like 2017 through 2019 or 2020. It's called Mindhunter, and I'd never heard of it, but I found it on Netflix, and man, it's worth the watch. You definitely have to pay attention. It's a thriller. It's a crime drama thriller about these cops, these FBI agents investigating serial killers and stuff. And it is a scripted show, but I'm really, really into it. Mindhunter, Netflix recommendation for you to check out. All right, let's talk about the most important thing coming up in a lot of people's lives, and that is Halloween candy. We know which ones we like. We don't have to go through. We know what the good ones are, right? What are the worst Halloween candies? Well, there are two that, and you're probably thinking of them in your head, at least one of them in your head before I even say it. But there's a new report out on two candies that are struggling throughout the past year to be sold. They're going by the wayside. They are not moving off the shelves. So, a couple of things here. The first is the recommendation, if you like Halloween and you like to be that house with the cool candy, do not get these two candies that I'm about to tell you. But if you are someone who actually wants people to stay away from your house, maybe a couple of years in a row of just having this candy will keep the kids away. Anyway, those two. One is candy corn. Yes, trick-or-treaters hate candy corn. So you could load up on that. And licorice is the second. It is completely down about 14% in sales and interest over the last year. Candy corn, licorice, not where you want to be. Any marshmallow candy, by the way, also like honorable mention here, marshmallow candy, I guess like Peep type stuff and that kind of thing, down a lot in interest. And the one thing you really just want to stay away from these days as well, caramel apples. No. On the other end, I will tell you, there are a couple of candies that are jumping in popularity. Haribo gummies rose about 50%. Old school Baby Ruth candy bars up about 42%. And Hershey's Kisses, the classic Hershey's Kiss, jumped almost 40% in interest. So there, if you want to be a good person, there you can use those. And then finally, completely, well, it could be related to Halloween, I suppose, but it sounds completely unrelated. Saw this article, and I thought of this because I was sitting the last couple of days. I've been sitting with Phil, our IT guy. I've had to upgrade my computer with a new music scheduling program. I don't really need to get into the minutia of it. I mean, it's really, it's annoying and painstaking, and it's a whole new program that we have to install and learn to put the music on and build a radio station that you're used to hearing. New software, this whole thing. So it's been a whole week of tutorials every day, an hour a day, 2 hours a day, sitting, getting a tutorial. And so this is going to be my fourth day in a row. Anyway, I thought of Phil, our IT guy, when I saw this. I have to ask him this today. A quarter of people, just about a little more than 25%, with tattoos have at least one they regret. 1 in 4 people. So as you're driving around, if you're a tattoo person and you know other people with tattoos, think about you and, your 3 tattooed up best friends. Do you have a regret? One of you, at least one of you, has a regret on a tattoo you might have gotten. The good news is, over the years, as we know, tattoos have become a lot more loved and acceptable just in general public. And, it used to be you'd go for a job interview and maybe you'd, hide them up, cover them up, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Years and years ago. Now, obviously, it's a badge of honor. You got, you're wearing the short sleeve shirts, and Phil himself has a double sleeve of tattoos. And I got to ask him today if he has one he regrets. And by the way, last thing, almost 10% of people said they'd be more likely to vote for a politician now who had visible tattoos. So, yes, obviously more mainstream. Do you have one that you regret? Well, you could think about that one. Plenty more to do this morning. Your Bald and the Beautiful entertainment comes up at about 8:12. National Day's good news stories late 8 o'clock hour. And a beautiful weekend, 55 to 60 all weekend and some sunshine. My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.